Tim Bartz here, McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2023 Ford Super Duty. Now, we are working our way through these different series for the different trims on the Super Duty. What we call our complete guide videos. We cover all the standard equipment, different packages, and standalone options within those videos. And we've come to the King Ranch edition. With this one here, we are going to be covering all the equipment that is standard and the different packages available just on the King Ranch trim here. So this is these are going to be fun videos. If you like this, you want to stay up to date on content like this, or maybe you're just looking for Super Duty information, we keep you updated as well on different things that are happening. So definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed over to the channel. Hit that notification bell. That way you can stay notified next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. So we are going to cover, as I mentioned, all the stuff. This is going to be a very long video. So use the timestamps down below. So I have that down there so that you can move around in this video, make it a resource for you so you can get that information, come back, revisit it if you need to on different parts of the video. And that way you can kind of move around, skip sections that maybe you don't care about, and to be able to come back and revisit things that you want to see again with this video. So hopefully it does help you out. So check those timestamps out. And let's go ahead and move inside. We're going to move now into the mechanical features. We're going to cover, start talking about the standard equipment first, and starting with the mechanical features. As we start talking about the mechanical features, we are going to go to Ford's build and price website here. So we're going to go on over to this here. Go ahead and click on that. So there you go. You can see Ford.com here. Click on the trucks and vans. We're going to go to Super Duty, build and price here. So we are looking at the King Ranch edition now. So this does have all your configurations. I do like this. You can figure out, okay, I want an F250, I want a 350, whatever it might be. The King Ranch is available on all three of these styles here. And for the cab length, it's only available in the crew cab. So it's not available in the regular cab or the super cab. If you wanted a super cab, you had to go to at least Lariat and XLT, XL, XLT, or Lariat available in the super cab, and regular cab only available in the XL and XLT. So keep that in mind. Also available on the single rear wheel, and on the F250s and F350 single rear wheel, and available in the 6 3/4 inch bed length, or you have the 8-foot bed available. Now, of course, dualies only available with your 8-foot bed. So keep that in mind. So again, F450 is only available in the dually. F350 is available in both single and dually. F250 only available in the single wheel. So hopefully that helps you out. We are going to use F250 to kind of give us an idea. As you can see, starting price is $75,975 for the F250. Now, we're going to go in here and kind of show you what powertrains and such mechanical features are standard on like the F250 and such. So F250s, F350 single and dually are going to come standard in the 7.3 liter V8 engine there. These other engines are going to be optional for you. So you can see the prices there. We'll get into that here just a little bit when we get into optional powertrains and axles in just a little bit. Now, also the F450 dually only available or is going to be standard with the Power Stroke diesel engine, right? And that price will be reflected in that already instead of the gas. You will not be able to get the gas in the F450. So keep that in mind. And then we do have the 4x4 is the only configuration there for your drivetrain. Cannot get this in two-wheel drive. And the transmission will be torque shift 10-speed automatic with selectable drive modes on all three of your engines. So the drive modes can consist of a normal, an eco, slippery, and a tow haul mode. We'll get power steering and of course standard equipment as well. You also get the heavy duty gas shock absorbers, front stabilizer bar, hill start assist, traction control, and roll stability control. Now let's talk about some of the different ratios that we see down here. You'll see here this one comes standard in a non-limit slip, a gear ratio here for the rear. So on the rear, the F250s, F350s are going to come with a non-limit slip gear ratio. All your F450s, typically your dualies, will come in 430 limited slip. F350 is not going to be a 430, that's standard. And we'll talk about the breakdown of which motors and which cab configurations or styles are going to get what gear ratios as standard, as well as what's available as optional too. We'll get into that when we get into the optional packages and such. Now the front axle is going to be for the F250s and 350s will be a mono beam front axle with coil spring suspension. And then on the 450 will also be a mono beam front axle with coil spring suspension, a wider track on that one there. For the batteries, you're going to get a dual battery. It's going to be standard equipment on all of your King Ranch editions, which is a little bit different than we did see on the other ones, where typically it's an upgrade. Now it's going to be standard equipment. And for your fuel tanks, let's talk about that. 34-gallon fuel tank for gas and diesel on any configurations other than the crew cab long bed. So if it's a crew cab, your short bed crew cabs are going to be a 34-gallon fuel tank. Your crew cab long beds, including your dualies, will be 48-gallon fuel tank on those. So keep that in mind. So that's all of the mechanical features. Let's talk about a few safety features before we get into the exterior styling. Now, as we talk about some of the safety features here, we will have the, for airbags, dual stage front airbag. So driver and front passenger have a different size airbag. Depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. So there's sensors underneath there that knows how close you are, deploys a correct size airbag for you. Side impact airbag as well that deploys from the side of the seat if you have a side collision hitting for the driver and front passenger. Side curtain airbag as well. That deploys down from the side with rollover sensors. So if your vehicle rolls over, helps from breaking glass coming in and hurting somebody inside the vehicle, as well as if they were to hit their head and such as well. Advanced track with roll stability control to help keep you on your intended path. Going to that curve maybe too fast, slick out, that kind of thing. The advanced track is going to use a series of brakes around the vehicle quickly to be able to keep you going on your intended path. It puts that brake where that wheel that it needs to keep you on your intended path. Also, you do have SOS post-crash alert system, honks of horns, flashes of lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. 911 assist as well. So if you have that Bluetooth enabled phone in, have an accident, can't get to your phone, the system may ask you, do you want us to call 911 for you? We noticed you had an accident, then it'll help call 911 for you. Also, this does come with pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking with front collision warning. So if there's a vehicle in front of you going slower than you and it notices it's going to hit you if you go your current speed, it's going to alert you. It's going to use that front collision warning to use a series of tones that you need to stop. Also a message on the dash, blinking as well, letting you know that too in red. So that way you can hit it, preload your brakes with the automatic emergency braking to help brake the vehicle in time. Post-collision braking, so if you're in an accident and maybe you're unconscious, something like that, you're not able to put it in park, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. Also, with this, we do have some things that were optional on the Lariat that are standard on this one. One of those is the intersection assist. New technology last year for the F-150, and that is if you're going to be turning and you're a curve and you're turning into the intersection, if there's another car coming, it's going to alert you and it's going to brake the vehicle so you don't hit them. So it's great to have this technology. Also, we get lane keeping system standard equipment on the King Ranch Edition as well. So it's going to give you an alert system or an aid system or both, as well as a driver alert system. So if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often, alerts you and lets you know that too. And then, of course, the lane keeping alert system is if you are leaving your lane, it'll vibrate the steering wheel, let you know you've left your lane, whereas the aid system will help keep you in your lane. And you can, of course, you have to turn that on, activate it, and then you can pick if you want the alert or the aid system there. And then you do get an advanced security package, gives you the security lock, passive anti-theft system, as well as intrusion and inclination sensors. So basically it's saying that only the key that is set for that vehicle is able to start the vehicle. It locks that steering column so that only that coded key can start the vehicle. Also, when you have the vehicle, you leave the vehicle, you lock it up, nobody inside. It sets the perimeter alarm, so intrusion, if there's intrusion into the cab, it'll set the horns and lights off, as well as if they try to raise the front or the back of the vehicle with it locked, it'll do the same thing. And then also, it does have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. It helps you securely fasten those booster seats, front and rear facing, into those back seats back there, so that way it's more secure for you, a lot easier and better than using those the 3-point harness to put that in there. So just to keep in mind, that is also standard equipment on these two. Now we're going to start talking about the exterior styling and distinct styling to the King Ranch Edition. Start with the colors. Of course, this is available in your agate black metallic, Oxford white, Star White metallic tri-coat, so that is 3 coats of paint. That's why it's an extra $1,000 for that one. We have the stone gray metallic, and that's actually, some of these will make you, like this in here, makes you get the chrome package. So we're going to say no there. So some of them may not be available on all of them. You have the rapid red metallic tinted clear coat, which is $500. We also have the Azure Gray Metallic. Does make you get the chrome package as well for you. And that one there is going to be $1,000 because it is a tri-coat color as well. And then you do have the Antimatter Blue Metallic as well. So we are going to, so just so you know that's that as well. So go back to this because I do want to take off the chrome package. There we go. So I want to make sure that's not on there. So actually I'm going to go down here to packages real quick just to make sure, because I don't really think that they're actually changing the look of this because they don't really have a lot of the images yet available. So I actually might need to go back and refresh this because I want to make sure that we get the right one. We want to make sure we're looking at the right thing here. And not any inaccurate information. Let's just go make sure the packages down here does not say chrome. There we go. So we're good there. So, okay. So go on. Let's talk about this. So some of these, as we go into some of these packages and such, when we add those packages, it hasn't been changing the images here because they don't have a lot of images yet for the build and price. So just keep that in mind as well as we go through this. Now, looking at the front, let's talk about the grill first. This does have the bright chrome grill with the caribou insert. So you'll see inside those bars there, if you can see my cursor there, right in there, it can be that kind of that gray or that kind of that brown look. Caribou paint color is what they call that. So that'll be inserted in here in the middle of these bright chrome bars there. You won't, for your headlights, get LED reflector headlights. Also get automatic headlights, which means they'll come on when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light when you have it in one of those auto settings. Also get LED fog lights down here too. And you also get daytime running lights. So you can have those configured to be on during the daytime if you need to. Auto high beams as well. So those high beams can be set to be automatically come on when it's dark outside. If the car approaches you, you're going to see lights, it'll automatically turn those off. That is something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. This does have rain lamp headlights, which means when you have your wipers on, that the headlights will come on. Also, speaking of wipers, rain sensing wipers, which means if it starts to rain on you and you have it in the one of those intermittent wiper settings, it's going to automatically turn those wipers on. The faster it starts to rain, the harder it's going to wipe those wipers. The bumpers up here is going to be the accent color front bumper. So you can see that, and that brown, that's kind of a traditional look for the King Ranch Edition. Front sensing system as well. You can see those sensors in the bumper. So that way, as you're pulling in the driveways, that kind of thing, it's going to alert you as you get closer and closer to different items. Front tow hooks up here on the front as well for you. And you do have for any of your dualies, F350 dually or F450 will have the marker roof lights or clearance lights, as some people like to call those on those for them. Now, moving around over here to the side, the wheels. Single rear wheel will get a 20-inch Bright Machine cast aluminum wheel with light caribou painted pockets with light caribou wheel ornaments. With the King Ranch logo on those. So you can see what that looks like there. So that is the wheel you get on all of your single rear wheel. The F350 dualies will get a 17-inch forged, polished aluminum wheel with bright hub covers and center ornaments. The inner wheels will be steel on the rear wheels. On the F450, it'll come standard, or it'll come with a 19.5-inch forged, polished aluminum wheel with the bright covers on those with the steel inners, and they should get King Ranch logos on them as well. So just keep that in mind. So pretty cool how that looks. And those are different wheel options for you. Manual locking front hub, also 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS, tire pressure monitoring system for all of your F250s and F350s. And then also we do have the unique King Ranch fender badge here. So this will be a nice chrome fender badge. It's longer this year for 2023, and it will say King Ranch Edition on there as well with the King Ranch logo. Talk about your mirrors for a second. You're going to get a power fold with auto fold, which means those will collapse in towards the glass and fold those in. So that way you can keep those kind of protected, especially in those parking lots and that kind of thing. Also power scoping trailer tow mirrors. So that means they'll power scope out as well as in for you. Get them just right when you have that trailer on, or bring them in when you don't have a trailer on. Power heated glass as well on those. You will also get the turn signal indicator on the outside, LED spotlight as well, and high intensity security approach lamp that lights the ground beside the vehicle when you approach it with the key fob. Also, those mirrors can have memory. They'll go along with your driver memory features too, as well. Body colored mirror cap, you can kind of see it at the top. Let's go to the, I like to switch colors here. So you can kind of see that at the top up there. Body color at the top, still molded into black because sometimes you might get some rock chips or something like that up there. You do have the Bliss blind spot information system with cross traffic alert, which also monitors the blind spot of your trailer. So the way that works, if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror, and that's, you know, it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Now, if you don't have a trailer behind you, as you're backing up, cross traffic alert. So if someone's coming behind you, it alerts you and lets you know, series of tones not to back up, and puts a message on the productivity screen as well. Now, this will come standard with the power deployable boards. You can kind of see it there with the chrome accent on there. So that'll be standard. Also will include front splash guards or mud flaps on your F350 dualies, so you won't see it on the 250 image. Lower accent, two-tone, kind of historic for the King Ranch edition here. Your door handles are body colored here as well, just like the top of the mirror cap. You will get intelligent access, allows you with that key fob, walk up, put your hands in a door handle. It's automatically going to unlock the vehicle for you. It does come with a remote start system as well. So that way you help remote start the vehicle if you're from a distance. And we'll get with the rear wheel liners as well. For the single rear wheel, we'll come with the wheel well liner in the rear. So that's only on the single, not the duals. So keep that in mind. Also, bedside decal says 4x4 back here. And you will get privacy glass on these side windows and back glass. You know, I haven't been mentioning it, but you do get the keypad entry as well. Not sure why I don't have it in here for you on my notes here, but should be lariat and above should have the keypad entry as well on the side of the door. Cab lights up here are going to be LED for the center high mounted stoplight as well as those cab lights. Power sliding rear window with rear defrost on that back glass as well. And notice the tailgate. It's going to be power remote up and power down. So down and up for that with the remote. Does have body colored bezel back here as well. Rear view camera back there too, so you can see behind you. And then check that applique, King Ranch aluminum applique here on the back, chrome applique on the back of that too. So it just looks real sharp on there. Tailgate step is going to be standard equipment as well. So with the handle, and something new for this year, standard on the King Ranch, is the tailgate down camera. So with the tailgate down, you'll have a camera on the top of that. So as you're backing up to that fifth wheel, you can see backing up into that, or backing up to, you know, if you want to put something in the payload and you want to back up close, put the tailgate down, you're going to have a rear view camera on the top of that tailgate so you can see as you're backing up. Again, class exclusive, new technology for this year, just a game changer there as well. Rear view camera as well on with the tailgate up too, so you can be able to see as you're backing up. Rear parking sensors back here with the reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, it'll stop the vehicle if you don't stop, if you're not paying attention. Notice the footholds here for the side of the bed as well as on the rear bumper back here. That's going to be standard equipment on these, as well as you get LED taillights back here too, so you can be able to back up and see real well with those LED back or those LED tail lights. Not when you're backing up, but the tail lights will the backup lights will be there too. But also when you have your tail lights on. Sorry, somebody walked by and distracted me. We do have trailer towing package with 7-pin, 4-pin wiring, 2.5-inch built for tough trailer hitch receiver. All those dualies will also get we'll get the 3-inch built for tough trailer hitch receiver with those. So whether it be even the gas on the F350, and then of course the diesels will have that too. Trailer sway control, trailer brake controller, standard equipment as well. Spare tire tucked up underneath the frame there, so you can actually have a full-size spare under there as well. Inside the bed, you'll have tie downs for those, box link system as well as standard equipment with the lockable cleats that come with it, and you'll have LED box lighting inside so you can be able to light it up and see inside the bed. And Pro Power on board is standard equipment with the King Ranch, so it's going to give you 2 kilowatt of Pro Power on board with an outlet in the bed of the truck as well, which is also class exclusive, not available in any other models, and new for the 2023 Ford Super Duty. So let's move to the interior now of the vehicle. where this King Ranch really shines on the interior here. You will have that Java interior color, as you can see here. So that dark brown and even a lighter brown here. So it just looks real cool. So nice how that looks even on the dash. So check that out. So looks so sharp, so good there with the nice wood grain finish and everything. So you'll get scuff plates with the King Ranch logo as you're getting in the front doors. Carpeted flooring with the King Ranch dedicated carpeted mats for the front and the rear. Ambient lighting. It's going to be one color. It's going to light up the footwells. Even the little compartment up in here underneath the climate control in their media hub area. Unique panels for the King Ranch. Leather inserts and wood grain finish. As you can see, it's a nice wood grain finish here on the door over there. Leather even across the dash there. Looks real sharp on the doors as well over in here. So real nice leather upgrade here for you with that. Now the seats will get unique King Ranch Kingsville antique effect leather seats. So you can see that with those King Ranch logos on the backrest of those outbound seats. Just looks so sharp. Front end ventilated seats here for the driver and front passenger. So ventilated means that it's going to pull the air through the seat to cool it off instead of using a cooling to cool it down and have condensation under there and all that. We don't have to worry about that. Multi-contoured driver and front passenger seat with power lumbar here. So real nice. Multi-contoured usually means that the seat cushion itself goes up and down, but also the backrest, the lumbar, can not only go forward and back, but also up and down. So multi-contoured seating configuration. You will have easy entry driver's seat with memory, which means that when you shut it off, vehicle off, the seat will go back. And then when you get in, turn it on, it'll go back to your position it was at last time. So, which is really cool to have. You can't activate that and deactivate that, by the way, because I actually deactivate mine. I don't like mine to go back. So it's really up to you and what your preference is. Too. And then you do have for this one, of course, crew cab configuration only. So 60/40 split bench seat with the flip up and down seat. So that means the backrest can flip down. Also, it's a 60/40 flipping down. And then you do have an armrest that comes out of that middle backrest there with cup holders in it. You'll have head restraints for all three of those seats there. And the seat cushion itself, also 60/40 split bench, can fold up so you can get to the underseat storage. And this does have the lockable partitions. Partition means the seat cushion doesn't lock, but those partitions lock up into place so that you can have that kind of a contained cargo underneath there as well. Also, you do have the bucket seats that we talked about with the flow-through console. On the back of the console, you will have a 110 outlet, a 400-watt outlet back there. You'll have USB ports. You'll also have a power point back there. And then you'll have controls for the heated seat. So the driver, or these two outbound seats, I should say, are going to get heated seats as well as standard equipment here too. Kind of getting my head off my notes here, making sure I got everything. Also in the back, your jack for your single rear wheels will be a 3-ton mechanical jack, 4-ton hydraulic jack for your dualies. For your windows, it does have power windows with one touch up and down, which means you just hard press it down. It goes down. You don't have to hold the window as well as pulling it up. Hard press it up and they'll go up as well. Power locks with auto lock and unlock, which means when you start going, automatically locks the doors. That's something you can activate and deactivate as well in your settings. So you can see a lot of this stuff is customizable. Power adjustable pedals with memory, so they'll go forward and back for you. You can memorize that along with your mirrors, your seats, and your power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which electronically goes up and down, forward and back too. For your steering wheel, unique King Ranch Kingsville antique effect leather seats, or leather steering wheel. I was going to say it matches with your seats. So same material there, which is nice. Heated as well for that steering wheel. You do have redundant audio controls as well as productivity screen. There's a 12-inch productivity screen that can be controlled on this, as well as your intelligent adaptive cruise control. That's going to include adaptive cruise control. Basically means if you have your cruise set, come up behind somebody going slower than you, it's going to slow you down to go their speed without you having to press a brake or cancel the cruise control. It'll go their speed till you pass them and you can resume. Also brings you to a complete stop. So if you need to, it'll bring it to a stop. If they take off, hit your resume button, it'll speed you back up to that speed as well. So again, you don't have to hit your brakes when you're using that cruise. The intelligent part of the intelligent adaptive cruise Also includes seeing the speed signs. So when you set that at cruise, you can set a tolerance for that. Let's say you like to go 5 over the speed limit. Speed limit 70, you're going 75, right? Because that's what you have set. If that speed sign changes to 60, it's going to slow you down to go 65, which is your 5-mile-an-hour tolerance. So that way you don't have to worry about speeding tickets and such. It's taking care of everything. You also get heads-up display as well. So it'll view and show up on that windshield up here, and your navigation settings if you have a navigation set up and that kind of thing. So you're going to have that as well for you. So heads-up display is kind of a new thing, and was available on the Lariat Ultimate package, standard equipment on the King Ranch. Push button start, can't really see it here, but it is right behind the steering wheel back there. So push button start as well. Don't have to get the keys out to get in and out, to unlock, lock it, or to start it. Now, talk about here, trailer brake controllers, I mentioned is standard equipment. This dial here is your drive mode dial, as well as your 4x4 shift on the fly. So for 2 high, 4 high, and 4 lows right there. Dual zone climate controls. The driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures there for you. For your audio controls, B&O Audio Unleashed. So you get the Unleashed sound system, standard equipment on the King Ranch. 18 speakers, including HD radio. You have speakers in the headrest, subwoofer, all of them. You can see a couple of them. There's one over here on the other side. There's several up in here. Real nice big one here, right there. And you can see the big ones in the doors. There's actually 2 in the doors. There's a big one there and one further back, right over here. So all kinds of speakers in this, 18 to be exact. So it looks pretty cool. And great sound as well. Sirius XM satellite radio with 360L as standard equipment too. Sync 3 with the enhanced voice recognition system. So you're seeing the 12-inch touchscreen here with the on-demand panel, info on demand, which means you have navigation here. You can enlarge it to the whole full screen if you want to, or you can have this little panel over here, and you can have like radio over here, and you just swipe it across. And then that will just allow you to they'll just switch places in a sense. And then there's buttons under here that you can toggle through different other ones for this information over here. So pretty cool. You have wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay as well, Bluetooth audio, be able to Bluetooth your phone in, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, which means that you can say, okay, Ford, pass, and you don't have to hit the button. It just says, okay, Ford, and it listens to it, kind of like Alexa does or something like that. Also, you get connected built-in navigation, 3 years of service as well that comes along with that, as we could see with this here. So pretty cool. That all works. The rear view camera is auto dimming rear view mirror, so automatically dims that mirror, so you don't have to worry about if the car's behind you with those bright lights. It's going to automatically dim that. Overhead console includes 2 storage bins with map pockets. Or map lights. Does get an upfitter switches. I think one of those compartments, instead of having a dual storage, because that's what was standard on the Lariat trim, you'll get one of those, and one of them will be where the upfitter switches will be located. So upfitter switches will be standard equipment there. And then also you do get the visors there as well with illuminated vanity mirrors on those, so that you're going to have that as well. Universal garage door openers as well in the driver's visor. So it'll program different garage door openers, up to 3 with those transmitters, that kind of thing. Also on the dash, you'll see you're going to have a 400-watt outlet, PowerPoint as well up here. In the media hub area, you're going to have a wireless charging pad, 2 USB ports as well in there. In the console itself, you also have a PowerPoint, I believe, in there too. And don't forget about the Ford Pass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. So free app you download, you can unlock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start the vehicle, schedule remote start times, see the air pressure on your tires, you could see how much fuel you have, even where your vehicle is located, all through the app. So make sure you download that app. And that is almost all the standard equipment. We're going to talk about a couple other things that are also standard on the King Ranch Edition too. Now, let me talk about a couple other things that are also standard. Now, if you look in here when we go to packages, we're going to talk about packages next. Is some of these packages are already included, so they're already checkmarked. That means they are standard on the King Ranch Edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play you all 3 of these packages. I actually recorded on the XL video. These packages were available. They weren't standard like they are on this one. So I'm going to play you these next 3 packages that are standard. The 360-degree camera package, then the F250 10K GVWR package, as well as the tow technology package in sequence in the next 3 videos. So that way you have a good idea of that those are included in standard on your King Ranch Edition. Let's talk about the 360-degree camera package. As you see there, this package is standard on the Lariat, King Ranch Platinum and Limited, is available on the XL and XLT. So this does require on the XL the driver assistance package as well. So this in here is going to give you the 360-degree camera, so you can see completely around the vehicle. As you can see in the left over in that picture right there, you can see all the way around you. Also, you're going to get one bigger view for the front or backup camera there. Also, you can see here it does mention the trailer 360 camera capabilities and the wiring for that as well. So part of job 2 is going to be having to be able to do the 360-degree view of the trailer itself. New technology for this year that's being introduced into the Super Duty. So if you're wanting that capability, that is a job 2. So it'll be available in spring. So you will make sure if you want that, you can configure your vehicle, add this to it, but it won't be available until with that feature until job 2. So you want to make sure your dealership leaves that as a priority 99 so it does not be looked at for scheduling if you really want this part of this package. If you don't care about that, then go ahead and add this package, and then it just won't have those capabilities. So keep that in mind. Also, you do have the Bliss with cross traffic alert and the Bliss with the trailer coverage. So basically, it's going to monitor the blind spot of your the vehicle. So if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it's put to light in the corner of that mirror and lets you know it's not safe to go in the lane at that time. Also, if you have a trailer, it's going to monitor the blind spot of the trailer. And then also you do have the cross traffic alert. So if you're backing up, someone crossed your path behind you, it's going to alert you as well. Putting that light in the corner of that mirror, message on there, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Also, you get the rear parking sensors with reverse sensing with brake assist. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert you if you get close to anything. And if you don't stop, don't pay attention, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. And also upgrades the center high mounted stoplight to an LED on the back of that cab back there. So again, this package 1150 does require, don't forget, does require a couple things. Depends on what different configuration you have. Now let's talk about the F250 10K GVWR package. Now this is standard on the Lariat, King Ranch Platinum Unlimited, but is available as optional equipment on the XL and XLT. And just like you'd expect, it does upgrade the payload back there to giving you an increase in the GVWR for heavy payload. So that is something that you might want to, upgrade $100. It looks like there to add that up there. So on your F250s, upgrade the GVWR package. You want to make sure that they add this to your build. Now let's talk about the tow technology package. Now this package is standard on the King Ranch Platinum Unlimited, but it's available on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trims. And on the XL and XLT does require to have the 360-degree camera package, which is optional. And on the XL also requires the driver assistance package too. So keep that in mind for those. Now, what's included in this package? Now, you do get the lane keeping assist on this package for most of your trims. So you will see here the XL 2-wheel drives, it's not included. Now, let me talk about the lane keeping assist before I tell you which ones are not included here. So lane keeping assist will actually help you keep you in your lane. And will also give you a driver alert feature. Now, there is lane departure warning that you see down there that's available only XL there, and that's going to, as you leave your lane, it's going to alert you and let you know you left your lane by vibrating the steering wheel. The assist actually keeps you in your lane. So on the XL 2-wheel drives, that part of it is not available, as well as an XL, XLT, and Lariat 4x4s with a regular cab and the super cab short bed and the dually. The super cab dualies. So the feature will not be available on those configurations. You also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. You see in that picture there where he's using the dial, he basically controls the trailer itself, and then the steering wheel takes care of everything. Trailer reverse guidance, also, it's going to alert you, and it's going to let you see the side of the trailer as you're backing up the trailer. So you can see on both sides of that a little bit closer view, so you can kind of see exactly what's going on over there. A $925 for this package, and again, is available for you. So let's talk for a second about the different mechanical things and the different engines available, as well as the gear ratios. So as we mentioned earlier, on your F250s and F350, whether it be an F350 single or dually, it'll come standard with the 7.3 liter gas engine here. Your F450 will come standard in the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. So this one right here. Now, if you have the of course F250 or F350, you can elect to upgrade to the 6.7 diesel engine for $10,000. Or if you want to go the high output, it's $12,500 for that engine. Now, if you are on a F450, you can upgrade it. Of course, the standard one is that turbo diesel, but you can upgrade to the high output diesel engine for $2,500, as you can see right here. So those are your options for your engines. Now, talk about the gear ratios. I actually got to look at my notes for this because this can be a little confusing for a lot of people. So first, we're going to talk about if you elect to go with the gas engine F250s. First. So talk about this for a second and what you're seeing there. You're seeing a 373 non-limit slip is the standard gear ratio for that gas engine. You do have two options if you want to upgrade that. You have the 373 electronic locking. So this one right here, so 430, or you have the 430 electronic locking that's available for you as well. So you have both of those available that are optional equipment for you. So that's available. Now let's talk about the F250 with the diesel engine. So if we go and we select, it doesn't matter which diesel engine we select. If we select that one, now you're going to see your 331 non-limit slip is standard for you for that configuration. But if you want as optional equipment, you can also upgrade to the 331 electronic locking for $430. So you can see that right there. Also, let's go back, and then if you want an F350 single rear wheel, that is going to be pretty similar. So let's talk about the gas engine first. It will be instead of, actually, let's go ahead and switch over to that so you know what's going on there, and then go to the King Ranch. I did do this on the other videos, but just makes a lot of sense if this way because it's a lot easier to see that. So F350 single rear wheel comes standard again in the 7.3. So in that configuration, you'll see it's a 373 electronic locking gear ratio, right? So E-locker already, but you can upgrade to the 430 electronic locking gear ratio as well. Now, if you're on a F350 single rear wheel with the 6.7, doesn't matter which of these we select. You'll then notice that you get the 331 non-limit slip, which will be standard for you, but you can also upgrade to the 331 E-locker as well right there. So that's your option there. Now let's go back and let's select a F350 dually, and let's kind of look and see what that looks like for the King Ranch Edition. Pretty easy. You can see to toggle through this. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to, there we go, for it to go. Now, if again on this one here, F350 dualies come standard in the 7.3. So when we look at that one though, it's a little bit different. It's a 373, but it's a limited slip axle. That's what you always see on your dualies back here. So you're going to have that's going to be standard, but you do have the option to go to a 430 limited slip as well. Now it is showing these others because that is available on your diesel engines for you, but that's what it's showing here in the order guide is 430 is the only option. If I try to select one of these others, it's going to ask me to select a different motor. So now let's go to the diesel engine, the diesel motor. So if I go to the diesel motor on the dually, it comes standard now. If you go down, 355 non-limited slip axle here. That's going to be standard for you on this one. And then you have options for the 355 limited slip or the 410 limited slip. See, that's why they had prices on them earlier. So it gives you the option to select them, but then it will require you to go to diesel. So no matter which diesel engine you have, whether it be the high output or the other one, that's going to be your configuration. Now on the F450 dually, you only have one option. It's standard. There's no other options for you, and that is the 430 limited slip gear ratio. So I want to go over that just so people know what exactly is available for you on the different axles and engines. All right, we're going to start talking about packages now, and of course, you already know there's 3 packages that are standard equipment. We mentioned earlier on the standard equipment, but now we're going to talk about the Chrome package for $1240. You can add this pretty similar. This was available on the Lariat trim as well. So let's go ahead and click on this because images aren't actually available yet, as you can see with this package. Let's talk about this Chrome package here. Now, this is available on your optional on your King Ranch here, and it does change a little bit of look to the King Ranch edition. Now, one of the things it's going to do is it will delete the two-tone on the side. So it takes the two-tone down, so you have body colored throughout and no two-tone paint on the side. So that's one thing you're going to see. Also, you're going to see an upgrade from the wheels. So now you're going to go to a 20-inch chrome wheel on your single rear wheels. Of course, your dualies will always come standard with those forged wheels for your F350 and F450 dualies. So keep that in mind. But you're going on the 250s, whether it be the F350 or the F250 single rear wheels, it'll go to a 20-inch wheel with the all-terrain tire that goes along with that there. Also, you're going to get upgraded. You're going to change the door handles from body color to chrome. You're going to get a chrome exhaust tip as well. You're going to get the chrome tow hooks on the front instead of the black tow hooks. You're going to also get unique chrome mirror caps. So instead of the body color mirror caps, you're going to get chrome mirror caps. And then your bumpers are going to be, says chrome front and rear bumpers. So you're going to go from those accent color front rear bumpers to chrome front and rear bumpers. So that's the chrome package. If you want to have that chrome look instead of the King Ranch look, maybe you like the look of the Lariat trim on the outside, but you want that King Ranch interior, this is your option. Go with the chrome package. It'll pretty much kind of accomplish the same thing, and then give you a nice little applique on the back of the tailgate as well. Now, the rest of these packages here that we're going to cover are packages actually are also available on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trim. So if you've watched those videos, you kind of know a little bit of what's in these packages. But for those of you just watching this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you these packages back to back from when I recorded them on the XL package, or XL trim, I should say. So these packages are available. As you can see here, these are the correct packages here that are available. And so we'll go ahead and take a look and go through these. Now let's talk about the Tremor Off Road Package. This is available on XLT on above, other than limited, of course. And this Tremor Off Road Package does show you some requirements. So a couple things to keep in mind that it is not available with, and this is not available on your 8-foot bed. So not available with the dualies, and not available with your single rear wheel 8-foot beds, and not available with the rear stabilizer bar. So you can also see here some of these requirements here on the screen. It does come with the 4x4. It comes with the in either the 7.3 liter gas engine or the 6.7 high output power stroke diesel engine. So not available with the standard diesel engine. You have to go up to high output. Also requires crew cab configuration as well. So what's included with this? For your gas 7.3 liter engine, you're going to get the 430 electronic locking final drive ratio. On the diesel high output, you're going to come with the 355 electronic locking final drive ratio there. You are going to get upgraded to 35-inch off-road tires. So better traction, of course. So nice big tires. 18-inch machine and tarnished dark anodized or whatever that's called, low gloss painted alloy wheels. I do like these. They're not a high gloss, more of a low gloss, so really nice. So hopefully will help from too much of that dirt and such collecting on those wheels. You will get upgraded as well. As part of this, you're going to get that 250 on the 250s. This is you're going to get that 10K GVWR package included in here. You do get lane departure warning, which means that if you are going to leave your lane, it's going to alert you by vibrating the steering wheel and let you know you've left your lane. You also get unique front springs, so increases that ride height for you. Also, you're going to get the rear locking differentials, which we already kind of talked about that. You get front limited slip differential. You will get performance front and rear shocks on this. On the off-road running boards as well, nice textured matte finish. Love those. I like to call them the Raptor running boards. It does get you the skid plates underneath to help protect it for the transfer case, fuel tank, and such. You will get a unique air dam on the front, so it's reduced, so to help for that increase approach angle for you. Water fording vent tubes are also going to be included for your transfer case and axle. And you're going to get the rock crawl mode. So very few times will you see this mode. You're going to get it, see it on the Raptor. You're going to get it on this package here. So a lot of people like that Tremor package. Rock crawl mode. Also get trail control. I always call that cruise control for the trail. It'll keep that speed from 0 to 19 miles an hour while you can just kind of take care of the steering there for you. Also, the Tremor off-road decal. It can be orange here on the side. Kind of see it there a little bit on that image. And you also can get the, there you go. Oop, tried to make it a little bit bigger, but it didn't work here. Okay. Exit out of that. There we go. Go back into this. Sorry about that. Try to get a closer image there. Also for the Tremor off-road decal, black and gray with the sport on it. if you have the sport package, I'd assume. And then also you do have the conventional road wheel for the spare. And then you will hit, and the spare tire will be an 18-inch as well for that. So a little bit different look there. You can upgrade to get the available power running boards. I believe that's on the Lariat and above models. So again, down here, not available with the 8-foot bed or the dually or the rear stabilizer bar. So $43.75 for that package. And that is available on the XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum editions. Let's talk about the Fx4 Off Road Package. And this package is available on pretty much all of the different trim levels. It does require the 4x4 though for you. And kind of some other requirements here. It does also require the all-terrain tires on the F250 and F350. And on the F450, you can see a different tire configuration there as well. And then also does require the electronic locking differential on the single wheel and limited slip axle on the dually. So you'll need to make sure you select those when you select the Fx4 package. So the package includes the hill descent control, which helps you out, again, coming down from different hills. You know, if you're off-road and such, it's very nice to have that. You also get the off-road specifically tuned front and rear shock absorbers to handle the up and down, the terrain that you're going to have there. They'll be hold up a lot better having those off-road tuned front and rear shocks. Also get front skid plates for the transfer case and fuel tanks to kind of protect them from any kind of punctures and such. And you're going to also get the unique Fx4 off-road box decal as well. So again, this package $495, should be about the same price on all the different trim levels, and it's available for you. Now let's talk about for your F250s, this F250 high capacity axle upgrade package, available in the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum, so pretty much all of them but the limited. And does require you to have one of the two diesel engines, whether it be the standard diesel that we've been seeing or the new high output Power Stroke diesel engine. Requires one of those two engines. Now this is going to upgrade, as you can see there, it does give you the 11.6-inch axle upgrade. Also does give you the F250 greater than 10K GVW package. So you're going to get all the features already included in that package, and increases your GVWR up to 11,400 pounds. So again, this is a nice little package to have. Really upgrades your payload capacity in a sense, and some axle ratio upgrades too. So really nice how that works. So real nice package. So that might be something you might want to think about adding to your F250s. So now let's talk about the snowplow prep package. Now this is available in about all of your trims. Does require to have 4x4 to get this, and this includes some pretty cool features. So you'll get the computer selected spring for the snowplow application. So again, this is people that want to plan to put that snowplow on the front. It does upgrade those springs and such for a snowplow. Also upgrades your alternator. So 190 amp alternator for your 6.8 liter gas and your 7.3 liter gas engines, and 250 amp alternator for your 6.7 liter diesel engines. Also does give you the rapid heat supplemental cab heater for your diesel engines. And as you can see down there, if you want to upgrade on those gas engines, you can upgrade to the 250 amp like you see on the diesels as well. Now, keep also in mind that this package is not available with your heavy service front suspension package or your Tremor off-road package, but it's available for you especially if you plan to have a snowplow on the front. That's a great package for you to add. Now let's talk about the camper package. This package is available in the XL, XLT, and Lariat. Also available on the King Ranch and Platinum dualies. So on those two vehicles, that's kind of how it's separated out, if just kind of help you understand that a little bit better. Now, this also is not available with the single rear wheel 4x4, just so you know that on the vehicle. So just keep that in mind too with that configuration there. Also not available with the 20-inch wheel and tires, and not available with the Fx4 off-road package or the Tremor off-road package, because both of those are single rear wheel 4x4s, right? Makes sense. All right. Now, for this, what's included in this, you're getting upgraded extra heavy-duty front springs for the two-wheel drive. So, two-up upgrade above the springs that have been computer selected based on other selected options. Also, on the 4x4s, you're going to get the heavy-duty front springs, a one-up upgrade on those spring above what's already selected. So keep that in mind. Also, rear auxiliary springs on the F250 only, and because those are standard on the F350, and also rear stabilizer bar on the single rear wheels. So just keep that in mind as well. So 2-wheel drive, like basically XL, gets a rear stabilizer bar. So you also get a slide-in camper certification as well. So this is basically meant for those that want to put a camper in the back of it. $160 for that if you want to add it. You will notice that sometimes they might actually tell you that it's a good idea to add this package because of getting the upgraded front springs with it. So just keep that in mind if you see that notification or them recommending you to add this package. All right, let's talk about the snowplow and camper package together. This is a package available on the XL, XLT, Lariat, and King Ranch dually. So that means it's basically available on the XL, XLT, Lariat, single and dually, but on the King Ranch only as part of the snowplow package and the camper package both. So if you watch the last 2 clips, you got this part. So it does give you the computer selected springs for the snowplow application for putting the snowplow on there. Also does upgrade your alternator, 190 amp alternator for your gas engines, and 240 or 250 amp, I should say, alternator for the diesel engines. Also gives you auxiliary, the rear auxiliary springs, rear stabilizer bars as well. Also gives you the slide-in camper certification, and it upgrades your front springs up 1 upgrade for that as well, giving you upgraded springs. And do keep in mind, just like with the other packages, it's not available with the Tremor off-road package or the heavy service front suspension package or your 20-inch wheels. So again, this package, if you're wanting kind of, hey, I want the snowplow and the camper, well, they have their own package. Kind of saves you a little bit of money there. $305 for this package. Now let's talk about the heavy service front suspension package. Now this package is available on all of your different trims, and what it's going to do is it's going to upgrade your front springs on the vehicle. So, you know, similar to what you did see in the snowplow prep package, which is the reason why it's not compatible with that. You get the upgraded front springs, and it's not also available with the Tremor off-road package. And the whole goal behind this is to upgrade those front springs if you plan to put, you know, like a heavy-duty winch on the front or brush guard or something like that. You know, you can upgrade it a little bit, upgrade that front suspension for you. So again, available on any of your trims. Another package I want to talk about is the 5th wheel Gooseneck hitch prep package. Can't get this in the pull up on the build and price either. Now this package here is available it's standard on the limited and standard on your F450s, but is optional on your XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum trims if you want to add this package to them. Just so you know, not available with your bed mat or your drop-in bed liner for you. So what's going to be included in this? You're going to get 5 pickup bed attachment points for plugs, or with plugs, I should say. So you're going to have attachments. So this is going to basically going to be ready to go. If you want to put a 5th wheel in it or a gooseneck, you're going to have that capability. So it's going to have 4 holes, in a sense, pre-drilled for you to be able to put the 5th wheel hitch in there, and also a center one for your gooseneck and for your hooks, for those hooks there. And also it's going to give you the wiring in the bed. So you're going to get all that in there, 7-pin wiring already attached to the sidewall there. And this really allows you to upgrade. So now it does not include, so this is a prep package, does not include the 5th wheel hitch, and does not include the gooseneck hitch. So you'll have to add those as optional equipment, but you'll need to have this package included too as well. So keep that in mind. This really kind of upgrades it, allows you to be able to do to pull and haul more. And again, you can upgrade with the Reese 5th wheel hitch kit that's available, and the gooseneck hitch that's available. So you'll definitely want to make sure you check that out and check out all the different capabilities and the numbers for you if you're wanting to add this package to your truck. Now we're going to talk about some exterior options, standalone options here on this one. So that are outside of those packages. Now moving down here, a lot of these are pretty similar to the other trims as well. Let's go through those if you didn't watch that video. So some of these you probably want to kind of stay away from, depending on what you're looking to get. If you don't want to hold up here, so we'll talk about those as we get to them. You'll notice splash guards here are this because we do have the dually here. Let's actually go back. I'm going to go back to the configure the single rear wheel here. I'm going to go back to F250. I know. Okay, there we go. We're going to go back to the F250. There we go. And extra options here, and we'll go through these this way, because then that way we do see the splash guards pop up. So splash guards is optional for you. Some builds it actually holds it up, as we could see earlier. Splash guards come standard on the dualies and such. They're included on the front ones anyway. Just so you know, those are available for you. If you want splash guards for that, you can get that. Also, you do have the toolbox. So you do have two different versions there. I would hold off and not get those. Those can hold up. I know in last year they held up builds, so I would probably try to stay away from that and get that later. Also, your bed covers are the same way. These were also holding up builds last year in 22. Continue probably to hold up builds, just because it takes us so long to actually get them, get them installed. You can get these through Ford Accessories. They're pretty readily available. Install them yourself or have your dealer put them on. We do have drop-in and spray-in liners as well. Again, things that could hold up your build. They are available from the factory if you want, but they will probably hold up your builds if you put those on them. So just keep that in mind. You might want to just, think about, see if you can get that later at your dealer is what I would recommend. Also, you do have the bed mat, something you can get through Ford Accessories as well. Very readily available, and that's something you can just slide in yourself. Individual trailer tire pressure monitoring system. So if you want to monitor the tire pressure on those, that is something that you might want to put on. I think it might be even a dealer installed option. I'm not sure, or you can install it yourself, but that's something that should not hold up your builds, and something that you can add to that if you would like to. Also, we do have the customer placed trailer camera. This is pretty cool as well. You can put that in the back of your camera, and then you can go ahead and be able to see behind you as you're backing up and behind your trailer as well. Comes in real handy. Should not hold up your build since it is something you do yourself. They would just throw it in and include it. It's an accessory they would send to the dealership ahead of time, and the dealership would give it to you to put on when you're ready to do that. We do have the wheel well liners front and rear. So as you can see, the rear is included in the single rear wheel on the King Ranch edition, but if you want the front and rear instead, you can do that. I would stay away from it. You can get, this is something you can also get from your dealer later, and they can help you install it, and should not hold up your build if you do it that way. We do have the retractable bedside step, and we do have the they both say the same thing, but on the order guide, one says retractable bedside step and the other says rear corner bed step. So I think one goes up here in the front and one goes behind. So it depends on the location on those. So you might want to, kind of look and see what the difference is on those. And maybe it's just that one requires a certain package, which is already standard on the King Ranch on this one here, but allows you to get in. You still have those bumper steps, those integrated steps already there. So, that might be something to think about. This actually doesn't have any wording on it. So anyway, that's available. Now, we mentioned earlier this hitch. We put this under the packages because it does say package here, so I included it as a package and not under the standalone options. But if you add this package, it's just the prep, it's the wiring, and it's the holes drilled for you and everything in place, so that you can go ahead and get the Gooseneck hitch kit. So this kit here is available for you and should not hold up your builds, but you can get through Ford Accessories. In fact, it's listed under accessory options for you. Where's that? Right down here. So that might be something to think about. You can also get a fifth wheel hitch too. I don't know if it's going to be listed in here. It wasn't on the other ones, but fifth wheel hitch also is something you can get through your dealer. You do have the power, and that fifth wheel hitch I think has been holding up builds last year. The power twin panel moonroof, I actually included with my interior options, and it's actually on the building price, or on the order guide, I should say, under the interior options. But twin panel moonroof is available for you if you want to add that. It gives you that full glass with retractable power sunshade. You do have the Warren winch. Ford Performance parts, again, that's an accessory you can add to it if you want to. Don't know, I haven't heard of anything holding up the builds because not too many people are actually putting it on their builds, but it's available for you if you want to go that route. So I don't even see it on my list here. You do have also the wheel locking kits. So this here is something, again, easy to get through Ford Accessories if you want to, but shouldn't hold up your build too much, but it is a Ford accessory option. And we do have this engine block heater. That is a factory installed option. So you'd want to definitely, if you want to get that, get it from the factory and have it installed. Helps warm up that vehicle, keep it warm overnight for you so it starts easier the next day. The transmission PTO, so power takeoff provision, that is also a factory installed option you'd probably want to have done, but it's easier that way, save you a lot of money, and should not hold up your build. The exterior backup alarm, F-150, and I believe that's done through the, I think actually it's a Ford accessories option. Not sure if it's done at the factory or not. Let's click on it and see if it tells us here. Does not tell us. Sometimes it'll tell you if it's a dealer installed option or not. Must be a factory installed option. You do have the clearance lamps for those single rear wheels. You can have that added, as you can see there. It's standard on the dualies, but available on your single rear wheel if you want that. And that should not hold up your builds whatsoever. If you want to have that put on the vehicle, you can do that. No problem at all. That's all your exterior options. So pretty good amount of options there for you that are available. And we'll cover some other things that I don't think is included here in just a little bit after we get to the interior options. So let's talk about your interior options here, moving down. So we do have the all-weather mats. That is actually a Ford accessory, but should not hold up your build much, but can be purchased afterwards if you want to go that route with those. That might be something that might be encouraged. I did that with my truck. You have the vinyl flooring. So if you want to go with vinyl flooring, it's option on here, and carpet delete, as we like to call it. So if you want to go that route, you get all-weather floor mats and carpet flooring. Or carpet delete. So includes vinyl flooring, all-weather mats, and carpet flooring will not come with it probably. So note that the vinyl would replace the carpet. So there you go. You do have the max recline seats available here for you. So max recline seats. So that allows those to recline back 180 degrees, right? So if you want those, that is available. Just so you know, that is new for the Super Duty, but on the F-150, it has been holding up builds, and at some point had to be taken off some builds to get them scheduled. So just so you know that. Now, these rapid heat supplemental cab heater, that's for your diesel engines. That's why it's not showing as available, because you're required to go to the diesel engine and get it, but wouldn't need to be required for that. So that will heat it up, especially when that diesel is trying to warm up a little bit. That'll help heat up the cab for you. You do have the console vault here. So that is also a Ford accessory option, and can be installed pretty easily otherwise. So that's something else. Now, something on the order guide here that is not on these options is an option called multi-contoured seat removal. Now, I know that on the F-150 that was a problem. They had to remove that and go to an 8-way power seat for those seats because of some issues with parts and such. So this is on the order guide in case they have to do that and they have to add it. It says removes multi-contoured seat function from driver and front passenger seats. That's only if they need to, so that option is in there. So your dealer might ask you to take care of that or to add that to there. Now, also, we do have the Ford Pro Upfit integration system. That is if you want to add some things that can be programmed into the screen. That is new technology and new for this year, and that is something that can be added. I forgot to mention it in the Lariat trim video, but I want to make sure I mentioned it in this video as well. And then power deployable running boards are on here. They are standard, as we mentioned earlier. Also, it looks like it's mentioning as an option on package 17Y, which is the Tremor Off Road Package. So Tremor Off Road Package comes with the boards, the textured boards, but if you want on the Tremor package to get the power deployable boards, they can be added as well. So keep that in mind on there. So you notice the Tremor package wasn't listed under the packages, but it is available on the King Ranch Edition, and you can add the power boards onto the Tremor package if you'd like to. So here you go. That's all of our standard equipment, different packages, and standalone options available for the King Ranch Edition. So hopefully this video did help you out. Again, I mentioned it was going to be kind of long, so use those timestamps, move around in the video. Hopefully it helps you out and gets you some information that you're needing if you're wanting to order a vehicle from your local dealer. And we're actually not taking a lot of extra orders on Super Duty because with our local customers and how many allocations of Ford's telling us we're going to receive for this year, since it is a shorter model year run, we're pretty much maxed out on taking orders. So hopefully you find a good local dealership that can get you that order in for you. But we just wanted to put this content out there to help people out, let them know what's available and the different options for the Super Duty. I don't see a lot of dealers doing videos like this, so I thought maybe the content that you guys needed to hear. And again, it's not always about us. It's we want to help out people, and that way. So again, we aren't taking really any orders for that. Normally I'd be posting out and telling people to put orders in for us. But right now we're pretty much maxed out on orders. We don't want to take an order from somebody and not be able to fulfill that with an allocation. If we're not going to get an allocation for it, then we hate to, you know, promise something that we can't deliver on. So just keep that in mind. So hopefully you find somebody that a good local dealership that can help you out. Otherwise, find those different Facebook groups and such, and maybe put it out there if you're in a certain area of maybe where a dealership they can go, and they could probably help you out as well there. Good. Hopefully you did like the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you like videos like this, you probably like our YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you can stay notified next time another video upload to our channel. You might check back too. We do not only these product videos like this on our YouTube channel, but also we do a live stream every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. You might want to check it out as well, because we do go over production information, what's scheduling each week. So if you have something on order, they're good videos and live streams to watch. And we do a live Q&A. So if you want to ask questions of me, you can do that there. And a lot of times we keep you updated, as well as any constraint items and things you might think about taking off your orders. And I love getting people over to the live streams that are on other vehicles. I've been kind of heavily for the Maverick. That's where it started. A lot of people coming over to Ford that way. But I'll want to get some people with Super Duty and F-150 too, asking questions, coming in there. And I'm there to help out and get you any answers you might need on those live streams as well. So hopefully you join us there. And don't forget, you can find us on social media. We're at Law McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to follow me, there's my Linktree account on the screen. Definitely all the different links. You can find me on different social media sites and YouTube channels. So again, I do appreciate that if you want to follow me there. And other than that, we have a couple more videos to do here, Platinum and Limited, when it comes to the Super Duty. So hopefully we see you on the next one. Till then, we'll see you later.